Diabetes mellitus has become the most prevalent chronic disorder in the past few decades. With the experimental rise in cases across the world, it has become one of the leading causes of death worldwide. So real concern lies in both the vast prevalence as well as the major complications associated with DM, especially CVD, and CVD being the leading cause of morbidity and mortality in type 2 diabetes.
Your slides are not visible, ma'am.
Oh, 1 minute, sir. Sorry. Is this okay, sir?
Yeah.
Very sorry about that. So introduction is that we all know that CVD is the leading cause of morbidity and mortality. The CAPTURE study was the first global study to uncover prevalence of CVD in type 2 diabetic patients, showing us that the prevalence of ASCVD within the type 2 diabetic population is very high. 9 out of 10 people with type 2 diabetes and established CVD have an atherosclerotic CVD. Life expectancy goes on reducing with no diabetes having a normal life expectancy. You look at diabetic patients already reducing by 6 years, and with diabetes, MI and stroke less than 12 years. So what is a CVD risk calculator? It is used to generate a patient score for the absolute risk of specific CV outcomes based on the weighting of independent risk factors. Some of the common diabetes specific CVD risk calculators are UKPDS and Advance. UKPDS risk score is actually a diabetes specific risk calculator that estimates the 10-year risk of future coronary artery disease and stroke. Advanced risk score assesses the risk of developing cardiac complications associated with diabetes over 4 years. There are other validated CV risk calculators as well, such as ASCVD risk estimator, QRISK-3, but they are not really specific to diabetes. Let us have a look at the UKPDS risk calculator. This is the risk engine. It takes into account age, duration, sex, presence of atrial fibrillation, ethnicity, smoking, and also HbA1c, systolic blood pressure, total cholesterol, and HDL cholesterol. Thus, it gives us a 10-year risk of CHD, a fatal stroke, and a fatal CHD also. So let us remember that UKPDS actually had the massive amount of type 2 diabetic patients. 5,300 patients followed up for a period of 10.7 years. So they have the longest 53,000 patient years behind them. This is the advanced scoring. Here we are looking at the age at diagnosis. There are points given. So depending upon the age of the patient, duration of diabetes, so that also has a point system. Gender, that has a point system. Atrial fibrillation, retinopathy, treated hypertension, pulse pressure, HbA1c, albuminuria, presence of normo, micro and macroalbuminuria, non-HDL cholesterol. And from that, because of these points, you're getting a 4-year risk assessment. So total points 5 or less is less than 0.5, and it goes on to above 83 for the next 4 years. 2013, there was an ASCVD risk estimator which came out, which helps the healthcare workers and patients estimated 10-year and lifetime risk for ASCVD, which uses the pool cohort equations and lifetime risk predictions tools. But however, since this is derived from the Framingham score, which actually had only 5% of the total 5,000 patients enrolled who were diabetic, so I think UKPDS and Advanced works way more than the other calculators. So ASCVD risk calculator pool cohort equations take into account age, sex, race, total cholesterol, HDL, systolic blood pressure, treatment, diabetes, and smoking. So accepted range of values are right here, and these are the optimal values where we want our patients to be. So when we are talking about the risk discussion, the potential for ASCVD risk reduction benefit, actually, if the decision is unclear, we have to consider an LDL if it is more than 160, family history of premature ASCVD, a lifetime ASCVD risk, abnormal CAC score or ABI, HSCRP more than 2, potential adverse effects, drug-to-drug interactions, management of other risk factors, healthy lifestyle, and also patient preferences. So we are looking at the aspirin therapy in appropriate patients, blood pressure control, cholesterol management, and smoking cessation. So this has to be discussed based on the calculators, so then we can ask our patients to have a healthier lifestyle. So these are the risk enhancing factors. ASCVD is a family history of premature ASCVD, males less than 55, females less than 65 years of age, primary hypercholesterolemia, LDL cholesterol of 160 to 189, and non-HDL of 190 to 219. Metabolic syndrome, like we have already seen in the previous talks also, the increased waist circumference is a risk, elevated triglycerides, elevated blood pressure, elevated glucose, low HDL, chronic kidney disease, EGFR between 15 to 59, with or without albuminuria, not treated with dialysis or kidney transplantation, chronic inflammatory conditions such as psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, or HIV/AIDS, history of premature menopause or history of preeclampsia, high-risk ethnicity, South Asian ethnicity, definitely, persistently elevated lipid markers like primary hypertriglyceridemia if measured high HSCRP, elevated LPA, elevated ApoB, and an ankle brachial index of less than 0.9. So to summarize, the prevalence of ASCVD we know in the type 2 diabetic population is very high. Indians are at high risk. Common diabetes specific CVD risk calculators are UKPDS and Advanced. ASCVD risk estimator is one of the validated CVS risk factors, but is not really specific to diabetes. Risk assessment tools can be used as a guide for decision making in the primary prevention of CVD. CV disease in diabetes actually follows a gradient which can be captured with identification of these risk factors. Thank you so much for your kind attention. At the end, I would all like you to welcome you all to CID 2.0, 24 to 25th December in ND Film Studios, Mumbai. Thank you so much.